Hello, my name is Duncan Moss, and I'm a lay minister here in Verwood, and this is my thought for this coming week. The season of Advent is a time not only to think about the birth of Jesus all those years ago, but also to remember how we as individuals first encountered God, and thirdly, to look forward and think about Christ's second coming to earth, which the Bible teaches. Three distinct events, but a common theme to each of them. The birth of Jesus to a virgin all those years ago was quite something, but it had to be, as Jesus is the Son of God. Christmas is only 3 days away. If you have children, you don't need that reminder. My grandson is super excited now. Only 3 more sleeps. It is something to be excited about ourselves as well. Not just because of having time off work, being with family and friends, but reminding ourselves of the miracle that took place those 2,000 years ago in Bethlehem, when God, the creator of the universe, decided to visit us as one of us. The incarnation of Jesus was a seismic event. Sometimes we can often dismiss that seismicness because it happens every year and it is all too familiar. But it was so seismic that history hinges on it, for we date time from Jesus' life. For we say BC, before Christ, or AD, Anno Domini, which is Latin for the year of the Lord, although in some circles we should say BCE, before Common Era, or CE, Common Era. Jesus came to do the will of his Father, for that was his mission, to do what God wanted of him. Not only to teach us, but to demonstrate to us that he was God incarnate by doing all sorts of miraculous things, showing us that love is the chosen way of life, then showing that love by putting on himself all our wrong choices and dying on that cross for us. The Bible tells us that he taught that God will come to us as individuals as well if we seek him. Many who have taken up that challenge will be able to remember times in their lives when God had encountered them individually. I don't mean in a physical way, but in a spiritual way. For when God's Spirit touches us individually, it can be extremely comforting, and we can get great assurances that we all need from time to time as we live in this chaotic world. To know with confidence that each one of us has been redeemed and reconciled with God is a very powerful experience, something to celebrate this Christmas as well. One of my favourite verses in the Bible is in the book of Isaiah. God says through that prophet, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name, you are mine." Yes, each one of us can be called by name and be redeemed by God. His promise is that he will come to us in a personal way when we take him into our hearts and when we allow him to change us into what he wants. Then he will come to us when we breathe our last breath on earth. What a comfort that is to all of us, that when our mortal coil breaks, then God will be waiting for us to show us home, which is what the Bible states. The Bible also states that sometime in the future, we don't know when, Jesus will return again to earth to fulfill a further mission, and Jesus teaches us that we should look forward to that, for who knows, it might happen in our own lifetimes. I would therefore encourage everybody in the next few days to, firstly, really think about that seismic event that took place 2,000 years ago. Be amazed and wondered by it. Secondly, to think back to the times when Jesus came personally into our own lives and gave us the encouragement and confidence and assurance of our relationship with God. Maybe take up that challenge for the first time. And thirdly, to look forward to the time when God decides to come back to earth again as he promised. And celebrate each one of those, as well as having a great time with family and friends. Happy Christmas. Amen.